Hey y'all, it's Basshead Dipper here. Come and show all my Xbox controllers, starting from basic to fancy. Now, I know this is a fancy controller, and I don't know if you can see that, but the X button is looking kind of terrible right now. But, like I said, this is basically a fancy controller, but it's going to have to be a stand-in for the white Xbox controller that came with my Xbox, because I cannot find it. So, when Microsoft first started creating Xboxes, they had basically a single one-piece floating D-pad. Well, a lot of people didn't like that, and I can see why, because I hated it as well. I like to actually be able to feel my D-pad, and not have it like, yeah, I don't know what to say. It felt really nasty to me. Really ugly and really nasty, put it that way. So, they came out with the transformable D-pad. Now, this is actually the first aftermarket controller I got. Now, this is a Microsoft controller, and I used it for years, and then I seen this, and I had to have it. Camouflage with the private rank on it, and then it says an Xbox 360. Don't know what that means, but whatever. So this is also a transformable D-pad. These both have transformable D-pads, and yeah. And the D-pad on it feels a lot better, much better actually, than the 360 D-pad, even though they did the updated D-pad. And then I got this little guy right here, or the little guy, big guy. And the reason this drew me to it is because it's the Armed Forces Special Edition Xbox One controller, and the D-pad is actually chromed out on this one, so it looks really nice. Camouflage green with black. It's amazing. It's a really good controller. But the main thing I want to focus on in this video, and sorry for the shaky camera, is the battery pack. Because I never really went too much into the battery pack setup. So, on the Xbox 360 you have this big hump here that you put your battery into, whether it's being AA's or battery pack like I have here. All my controllers have battery packs. Every single Xbox controller I have for the Xbox 360 and the One, they all have rechargeable or charge and play kits. So, you can see how much of a difference this is, and this battery compared to the Xbox 360 battery, this is actually much smaller. I gotta figure out which way this goes in. Alright, it goes in like that. So that pretty much just snaps on there, and then you have this free open space where your fingers can actually roam around. Now, I don't know if you can see this, and I'm going to try and do it the best way I can. This is the problem I run into. I have fairly big hands, I don't know if you can see this. And with my fingers, they get bunched up right there. My hands start hurting, and I'm like, guys, I got to take a break. So yeah, and then this feels a lot nicer in my hand. Now I have a PlayStation controller sitting over here, and I've actually damn near wore the grip off of it a little bit. But you can see how much bigger my hands are compared to the Xbox controller. Now, I ain't got giant hands, did I say Xbox controller? I meant PlayStation controller. But I ain't got giant hands, but my hands are fairly big, and that's why I don't like the PlayStation controller, because you have to hold it all kinds of awkwards. And I don't like the way that the thumbsticks are actually parallel to each other. I like them like this, and it makes for a more comfortable gameplay, more natural feeling, and overall amazing gameplay. Well, comfortable gameplay, amazing gameplay, same thing, but this is subjective. This is my own opinion. Your opinion may vary from mine. So, that's pretty much all I have to say about the controllers. Anyways, guys, this is Basshead Dipper signing out.